Mama. I love you very much. I love you with my whole heart. And Dom does too. Don't you? He does. So I just want to say I love you. And I want to say, can you please
buy us donuts?
Can you please
Buy us donuts?
make Chinese food tonight?
Oh yeah, it's even better. Good Friday morning. We're here at Dunkin' Donuts getting some donuts for breakfast because we've got a ton of stuff to do. We ain't gonna have time to stop and eat anything. This morning I got up and on Instagram and Facebook and everything, everybody's like, oh, look at me, I'm at the HOA. And I'm just like, I'm trying not to be jealous, but I kind of am. But the reason I didn't go to the HOA conference this year was because, hold on, let me pay these people real quick.
606.
Thank you.
Thank you. And all of them's in this box.
All right,
here.
thank you. That was fast. The lighting's crappy, but we'll just have to roll with it. But the reason that I wasn't going to the conference is because some family was having a baby, and originally I was going to stand in as a doula, and then some plans changed with that, but I still wanted to be nearby. The baby was due on August 20th, and I was like, don't want to be out of town just in case something happens. Well, she's in labor. Today's the first day of the conference. She's in labor right now. So if I would have left, I would have missed the birth of this baby. So I'm glad that my instincts told me to stay here. Hey, I've got a lot of stuff to do. Actually, this whole weekend we have a lot of stuff to do. So we're going to try to get some stuff done. And I'm going to take you along with me. Hey, my pumpkin spice donut. Pumpkin spice donut. Oh my God, it's so good. Look at that little dog hanging out of the car. So I am out in the car and I'm by myself, and so I wanted to tell you what happened today and why we didn't vlog this super busy day that we were supposed to be having, because I don't want to tell you in front of the kids. I don't want to bring it back up in front of the kids and get them upset. It's close to bedtime, and I just don't want to stress them out any more than it already has. But earlier today, the last clip you saw, we were heading to Walmart and we had all these things we were going to be doing. Well, shortly after I filmed that, we did go to Walmart. We were in there maybe about 10 minutes. We had went to like the beauty section, and then we headed over to the toy section, and there was like a main aisle with all these toy displays all the way down it by the toy section. And we were in the main aisle and we were in front of a display, and they wanted to look at some rainbow unicorn pop egg thing. I don't know. But they were looking at it, and I was looking at it with them, and they were telling me what they wanted for Christmas, and you know, typical kind of conversations you have with your kids. And since my kids have been able to walk in a store, I've had like a code safe phrase that I have with them, which is hold my buggy. If I tell my kids to hold my buggy or get my buggy, that means they best, and yes, in the South we say buggy, it's not a cart. But they know that means to grab a hold of it. It's about to get crowded and I don't want to lose you, or, you know, I feel unsafe for whatever reason. And if you don't have a hold of it, you're going to feel unsafe in a minute, that kind of thing. So, that's always just been my code. And now that they're older, they don't have to hold the buggy as much. Olivia still does because she's oblivious and will wander off. But, the older two just kind of walk around beside me or behind me, like right there with me. But we were all looking at this display, and I just got like this instant feeling. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It was just a feeling. And like, it made all the hair on the back of my neck stand up. And I just looked up, and on the other side of the display was a man, and he had a bandana on, like it was an American flag. Like, he almost had it like a sweat rag on his head. And he was just intensely staring at Mara, like intensely. And for those of you who don't know, Mara is my 10-year-old daughter. And like, he was just, I don't know, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, the way he was looking at her flipped me out. So I was like, kids, get my buggy. So Olivia and Solomon immediately did. Mara was actually furthest away from me. I couldn't touch her. Like if I reach out, I wouldn't be able to touch her. But like if I reach out and jump to the side, I could touch her. She was maybe like 5 steps away. And she goes, why? And she didn't like why and not come to me. She asked me why as she was walking toward me. He hustled around the display and stepped between me and her to try to separate us. Sir, that's a bad idea. I reached around him and grabbed her by the arm. And I kind of felt bad because like I was like, and I've got long fingernails, so I kind of like scratched her a little bit, but I reached around and I made eye contact with him and I said, get a hold of my buggy. I said it to her, but I was looking at him. And she immediately like picked up on like, oh my God, I'm in danger. And she grabbed the other side of the buggy. Like all 3 kids were on the far side away from him. And we started to walk away and he tried to follow me. I can't really report this man. He didn't touch us. He didn't say anything. He didn't do anything. But he kind of like started to follow us. And I thought, if I'm not going to say anything to him, but I'm going to confront this man the best way I know how. So I turned around, locked eyes with him, and stood there, just staring this man down, like laser beaming this man. And he's just looking at me, and he kind of like looks uncomfortable for a minute and kind of looks around, and he walks away. And I thought, I'll kill you. I will kill you in the store. And that's what I was thinking. So I can only, like, I have RBF on a good day. I have the resting face on a good day. So I can't imagine what my face looked like when I was looking at this man. But he walks off. And the kids were like, what was he doing, Mom? I was like, I think he was trying to take you, Mara. I was like, do not let my buggy go for no reason. You do not step away from me. Do not get out of my eyesight. Do not walk away from me. We're going to grab what we need and we're going to get the heck out of here. So I hustled to the back and then I actually had to go across on the other side of the store. So I go across on the other side of the store. I will kiss your butt if there he was again. I was getting something. I was getting paper plates. And I got them, and I got that feeling again, and I looked up, and he was staring at her again, like with the most predatory look I've ever seen on a human being he looked like he was gonna like just eat her or something. Like, you know, like when you see an animal and they're hunting, like he looked like he was gonna eat her. And I thought, I'm gonna have to kill this sucker. Like, I'm gonna have to kill this man in Walmart. I'm going to be on the news. And so I spun that buggy around and I like squared up on this guy and I locked eyes with him and I just looked at him and I thought, I'm going to let this, you know what? No, I freaking see you. I see you and I see what you're trying to do. And so I locked eyes with him for a long, and he walked away. Well, I was just like, I don't care. I didn't get my laundry detergent. I didn't get crap. I was just like, get the freak out of here. So we left. And the kids were like, oh my God, what if he follows us? I was like, if he follows me, he will regret the day he was born. And Mara was like, Mama, what would you have done if he would have like retched for me? I said, I grow these not just for looks. These are my weapons. I would have scratched this man's eyeballs clear out of his head. I was so terrified. And honestly, I had such an adrenaline rush that I felt like a Barney bad in there. I really did. Because I thought, I'll kill this man. I'll kill him and I won't even think twice about doing it. Like, I'm going to murder this man. But when it was over, I was horrified and like, it scared me so bad. But I've not let the kids see how scared I was because they were like terrified. Mara has chewed all of her fingernails off. We just came straight home. Actually, I let him watch a movie and we've had pizza and ice cream. Like, unfortunately, I'm teaching my children to be emotional eaters. No, I'm just trying to like help them. Like, let's have some fun and some normalcy. And let's let this go, because like they were absolutely terrified, and so was I. But in the moment, I wasn't terrified. In the moment, I was furious. I was looking at this man like, how dare you? How dare you have the balls to look at my kid? Like I was going to eat this guy for breakfast. But I didn't have to do that. And he didn't hurt her. And my kids were smart enough and quick enough to get my buggy and do that. It just goes to show you that like something like that can happen in an instant, and it's terrifying. And I'm so glad nothing really bad happened. So I'm going to go inside now that I've told you all that. And I hope that tomorrow is better. And yeah, that's why I didn't vlog today, because I almost went to jail. Morning. It is 5:41 in the morning. And I know I look like I am up and ready and dressed, but that's only because I slept in makeup and slept in earrings. Trust me, I don't have a bra on, and I'm wearing Marvel comic book sleeping pants. Well, I've actually been awake since like 2 this morning because the cousin who's having a baby had a little bit of complications. Baby was turned wrong, and she actually went into labor at 1 o'clock on Thursday and didn't have the baby until 2 o'clock in the morning today, Saturday. So she was in labor for a really long time, and they had to do an emergency C-section. She's doing okay from what I understand. Baby's in the NICU with a little bit of issues breathing, but he's generally okay. Grandparents are with him. Daddy's with him right now, waiting for a picture. Everything's okay. It was just a little bit more complications than we were expecting. So I was nervous. Been awake all night. So I'm probably going to take a nap so that I can survive the day. Because today's the biggest football game of the season leading up to playoffs, because today's game will determine where we're at in the playoffs. But I'm standing here at my refrigerator looking at my meal plan, trying to decide what I'm putting in the crock pot so dinner will be done by the time we get home. And also I'm looking at it because when the family gets home from the hospital, I plan to cook for them and take them dinner. I know this video is going to be like 45 minutes long, and for that I'm sorry. I've had a very busy, crazy weekend, you know, babies being born, kid almost getting abducted, biggest football game of the season, you know, that kind of thing. A story of my life. I actually had to order specialized vitamins that melt because I had blood work done, and my vitamin A, E, and K were like dangerously low, like super, super, super low, like don't know how I'm still alive low. So I have to take these specialized ones that will melt, because I was taking vitamins. Don't get me wrong, I was doing it. But the vitamins that I was taking were like the capsules, and apparently my body's not absorbing them. So it's like I've been 10 months with no vitamins. So that's not a good thing. So now I had to get these specialized ones that just dissolve instantly. Taste like butt, fun times, you know, all the things. Loading up, head to the football game. It is now time to go kick some Cherokee butt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just got loaded, got his gear, ready to rock and roll. Mama's got the girls. We are headed down about an hour away to...
Yeah, so I can take a nap.
That's the truth. He normally sleeps while I'm driving to ball games.
Especially against Polk County.
Yeah, Polk County was a long drive. This is like one of the most important games that he's going to have. This one will determine their standing in the playoffs before they head to the championship. So cross our fingers. We're going to try real hard. Aaron Donald, JJ Watts kind of stuff, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, give me some good highlights, Dumpy Doodle.
Okay.
Okay. I'm nervous. Are you nervous, baby?
A little.
I'm a lot nervous. I want him to do good.
This game, I would think when follow up this opportunity, these young men have to come to play this great game.
It's time to put it on. Time to make a statement today, boys. Today. Are y'all ready? Yeah! Are you ready?
Yeah! Let's go. Let's go. They're scared. Let me see them. They're scared. Let's go.
Hold on. What time is it? Who are we? No, they can't hear you over there, boys. Who are we?
What time is it? Yeah.
Till the day that we dreamed of. I see it coming as we press on. We will not relent. Now and never till the day that we dreamed of. I see it coming. We'll never back down. We will not relent. Now and never till the day that we dreamed of. I see it coming as we press on.
Win or lose, give the glory to God.
Amen.
Good morning, y'all. It is Sunday morning and it is after 7 o'clock. I slept in, and for the first time in a really, really long time, I meal prepped a couple of days ago and froze everything. So I literally have nothing to do on a Sunday morning before church except drink a cup of coffee. And that's what we about to do. I'm actually obsessed with this coffee mug. It's one of my favorites because my sister got me this for helping her with her wedding, for doing her wedding planning. And it was also right after I found out about Booby. Ella, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you rubbing your butt on the cabinets? Are you twerking on the cabinets? She's been itchy this morning. I always buy her grain-free food because she's like, she does this if she has any sort of grain whatsoever. But she may or may not have gotten up in the middle of the night and eaten a bunch of pizza crusts, and so she's been itchy the past couple of days. And I'm just like, that's what you get for sneaking food.
Stop!
Yeah. And we all run out. Just say your face.
What is that, Addie? get off the grass. I just got word that a fellow YouTuber is driving through because they're on their way back home and they're going to stop by in our town. So I am going to go meet them for the first time and I am so excited. So hang tight and you'll find out who it is. We came to a local Bojangles because we met up with Farmer Meemaw. I did not realize how short she was. And look at this. I got out of the car and I was like,
I really
oh
didn't
my.
notice until just then.
Yeah, I got out of the car and I was like, oh my God, you're so short.
Squat.
I gotta,
There you go. There we go.
I literally have to squat like I'm sitting in a chair.
I'm up to your bottom lip.
Solomon's 8, get beside her. Look how little. She reminds me, it's like Maria, the first time I met Maria. I literally looked at her and I was like, oh my. No, she's a little smaller. Okay. She like this, Maria's like this big. Like, the first time I met her, I got out of the car and I went, oh my God, you're so little. And she goes, thanks a lot. I was like, sorry. So she just came back from
HOA conference.
She had the best time.
Oh, and it was even better because I got to meet Cherish.
So if you guys are not subscribed to Farmer Meemaw, which most of you I'm pretty sure are, you need to make sure you do that. Number 1, so you can see stuff about the HOA. Number 2, she does stuff about keto. Number 3, she's gonna be the one doing the No Way November with me.
Yeah.
So,
It's gonna be scary though.
why?
Because I'm afraid my skills are gonna go the wrong way.
Why did I not wear a jacket and put on long pants?
Well, you want to get in the van? You want me to undo it for you? Get in there. Yeah, I think my biggest thing is like when you have bariatric surgery, you kind of live and die by the scale.
Yeah.
You're on the scale every day, 2 or 3 times a day. It's
Oh, wow.
constant. Like you obsess about it.
Well,
You
I do
obsess.
too, but I haven't had the surgery.
So-
I'm just obsessive.
I really worry, but I think it'll be good for all of us to just.
I don't want
Let
your
go.
health to be
My weight don't determine the health. The
Okay,
vitamins determine the health.
okay.
But no, the scale won't change nothing.
Okay, well, good.
That's just whether or not I'm getting skinty or not. But I'm going to the gym. That's my thing. But I can't tell you exactly what diet I'm doing. I'm sure you can guess.
Not keto.
You're not doing keto?
Oh, I thought
No, I'm not doing keto.
that's what I was saying to you.
Right, but the diet you're going to use for No Way.
Oh, well, yeah. It'll be. We're gonna call it low carb.
Low carb?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Tangie's got one of her own. And when are we going to release that video?
I don't know.
We've not talked about that part.
Good question.
It'll be a good one.
I don't know. Somewhere at the end of October, I think would be good.
Hopefully before Halloween. We'll be like, I know it's the day before, but y'all get ready. Get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I loved meeting you.
I loved meeting you too.
You're so little. Look at this. Like, I'm still squatting down. Look. I'm in flat boots. Like, I don't have heels on or nothing. She just literally this little.
Really not this little. I'm not quite that little. Just how little I feel. This is me at the HOA meeting every man
This
there.
is you meeting Doug.
Yeah, this was me, literally.
I told her, I was like, I don't realize how little you are. And then I stand up and I'm like, ho, ho, ho. Okay, so we are back home now. Y'all, I'm beat. Like, this has been a super crazy, super, super busy weekend. And I'm just tired. And so now I'm going to finish this vlog. I'm going to edit it, put it up in the morning. And I'll see you on Friday. So until Friday, what do we tell them?
We love you. Bye.
We love you. Bye.